Hey Aries, this is Wishko the Ferret. Thanks for hopping into the Ferret Den. We're keeping things warm, we're keeping things cozy, and for this week's reading, we have March 20th to the 26th. Okay, so before we get into it, I do want to say, let me bring up my notes here. I did want to mention first that we have a Patreon starting late March, early April, so keep an eye out for that. If you like my vibe, if you think I'm cool, go ahead and like and subscribe so that way you can keep up to date with my content, and you can also keep up to date with when the Patreon is coming out for specifics on that. In terms of this week's astrology, and I'm not an astrologer, but the new moon in Aries is coming up in your sign. So, that's going to affect each and every one of us differently, but it does coincide with the spring equinox. So that's very exciting. It's a very powerful time astrologically. So go to your favorite astrologer on YouTube and look up the forecast if that's something that you're into. Yeah, I think that's everything. But yeah, very powerful for manifesting. So again, if you're into astrology, if you're into moon magic, definitely look to see how that moon affects you and your signs. So that being said, Aries, drop into your heart space. Let the dust physically, spiritually, and emotionally settle around and within you so that you can determine which messages are for you and which messages are for others. And with that, as you do that, I'm going to step into my own prayer and try to get familiar with your energy. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for shrouding me with a protection, a beautiful protection, beautiful white light. My ears just popped. Ooh. Thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you, Angelic Realms, for helping me connect with the highest source, the highest love, and the highest truth and light for our Aries collective. I'm hearing something about this cycle being very great for you, Aries. I feel like this is really powerful. For some of you, it might feel a little strange, but I feel like a lot of you might feel very empowered at this time. So I had pre-shuffled oracle cards in the last one. I'm actually going to pull from this deck, and I'm just going to shuffle them on camera for you. Spirit was very adamant that I use this deck for this week's zodiac signs. So here we go. We're just gonna wing it here and see what's coming through. So. Okay, so I do want to speak on, like, you have one card come out, but I'm gonna start talking on the second card that popped out. You have the Swan Spirit. Time for a deep dive. And Spirit is saying that they really want you to dive into working with your spiritual team. If you work with angelic realms, I just heard spirit realm, angelic realm. So however that applies to you, I'm hearing like seek guidance from a mentor or seek guidance from a just seeking knowledge or seeking assistance from somebody. You have a grand vision for where you want your life to go, and I feel like asking for the right assistance and asking for the right guidance. I don't know if it's through like a tarot or an oracle thing, or if it's going to a spiritual advisor or going to like a specific like author, or I'm hearing for somebody, if you're a reader, maybe there's a specific book you can go to or that you feel called to read. There's something I heard something about podcasts too. So if there's something here about increasing your connection with your guardian angel, your spirit team, or the angelic realms, between those different things, taking the deep dive into yourself, it's almost like some of you could be coming together with your spirit team for like the first time. So, and I don't know why this is occurring to me now, but spirit, like I am remembering for whatever reason, an awakening reading that happened a few weeks ago. So some of you may have already been going through an awakening and are trying to meet your guides. If this message does not apply to you, that's fine. But it feels like this is either aiding in some kind of awakening, or that this is like, for some of you, this is you're meeting your guides for the first time. So studying up on how to connect with your guides. Okay, they just said something and I missed it, but it's okay. If it's important, they'll say it again, like stronger, and it'll come back. But really, the important thing here is to do some research and studying up a little bit, going to some kind of mentor, seeking guidance on how to connect with your guides, how to connect with some type of, some of you are like, I'm hearing loved ones coming through for some of you. So your guides can be your loved ones. They can be angels. They can be, you know, again, I have dragons that I call on to help me with different things in my life, especially in terms of protection. I have, like, some of you might have like helper spirits on the other side that work with you too. Just so many different types of guides and helpers. And I feel like some of, they just want to introduce themselves to you, or they want to show themselves to you in some way. There's some type of deep exploration that you can do. So they're studying, and there's something that's prompting and awakening here. I just keep hearing prompting and awakening. So we also have time to collaborate here. Oh, time to collaborate. Be choosy about who you interact with is what Spirit is saying, because their energy is going to play off of yours. The right kind of energies will help magnify yours. So what they're showing me is that, you know, you're not really somebody, I don't know, I don't really feel like your energy is going to be brought down. I don't think Spirit is trying to address that to me. I'm trying to figure out, well, what if they're with the wrong people, or what if they're with the wrong energies? But they just keep showing me the same thing. The distance that you put between yourself and another will be worth it if you know that their energy does not work or vibe with you. But it just feels like Spirit doesn't even want me to focus on that. They really are just showing me the image of like escalating energy when you're around the right people. So make sure that you're putting your energy on the make sure you put your focus and attention on the energies that accelerate. Is that what they're trying to say? Like, I'm trying to find the right words, Aries. It really feels like you are like expanding. Your energy is expanding and contracting, but like it's doing more expanding. It just feels like an energy vibration that's just expanding a little bit. And depending on the right person, like if you have the right person or the right people around, it's going to go even further, and it's going to help you connect even deeper. So I'm going to shuffle some tarot for you here. So I just heard that we're guiding you, and you have it all under control. It's all under control is what I'm hearing. Oh, I'm going to leave that. That just came out straight up reversed. Okay, well, you know what? I'll just look at them all. Okay. Okay. And I'm also going to pull from the Moonology deck. So, in your current energies, we have Strength and the reversed Five of Swords. I'm going to lift them up here so you can see. So, Strength and the reversed Five of Swords, to me, that says that I just heard that you're biding your time. You're biding your time, and you're waiting for something or someone better to come along. There's something about like maybe a clash or some kind of issue. I don't know if it was quite brought to the forefront. I'm not sure if it was brought to anyone's attention, but there was tension between maybe you and some others at this time, or you just got out of something with that. And you're having a lot of strength. You're like mustering up your courage here. Reversed Five of Swords is actually a really good indication that you are coming out of that. You're moving past that energy. It's kind of on its way to being solved, or I'm really feeling like Spirit, like, it doesn't feel like it was like, there's somebody here who's, and I'm not sure if it's your energy or the other person, but there's somebody here who is quick to judge. And I don't think anything was spoken or said, but there was a lot of emotional upheaval that you have needed a lot of strength for. And if that wasn't the energy, I feel like this energy that was like, I don't know, I feel like this is something that may have just happened. And it's something like by the time you're coming into this reading, I do feel like it's already happened. So if this doesn't apply to you, then, you know, take what resonates, leave the rest, guys. But I really do feel like you're either coming out of something or you are in the midst or the middle. You're like, I mean, I just have the, you have the climax card here. I'm sorry, guys. My words are like everywhere. I'm trying to like understand this energy coming through. And it really feels like nothing needed to be said on anyone's side. It's maybe somebody hurt you or offended you in some way. And through sheer willpower and strength alone, you have managed to curve past it. And I don't know if this is something you were debating on saying, but I don't know if you, like, it was even, like, those people, like, you want to stand up for yourself and you want to use your voice, but you know that it's going to make matters worse if you do. And I really feel like maybe this was one of those situations, or was one of those situations that wasn't even worth it to you, or you were debating, like, knock on wood. Spirit just told me to knock on wood, so that's just what I'm going to do. If trouble, okay, so there's trouble with sides here. Maybe there are two sides of an argument, or there are two sides of a situation, or multiple sides of a situation, and there's like some kind of disagreement or something. But Spirit is actually bringing peace. They're actually showing me that they're sending a golden light to the situation. Like, they're giving me angel energy of, I believe it's Archangel Reguel. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm getting your name wrong. I'm so sorry. But it's the energy, the angel of peace and harmony. So bringing peace and relaxation to the situation, shining this golden light so that feelings don't have to be hurt anymore. Spirit just said you don't have to hurt anymore. The Moonology card here is a fiery climax approaches. So it's either just happened or this has already come to pass, and Spirit is calming things down. This is when emotions are high, energy is running high. This sounds like a heated argument, a passionate something or whatnot, but it is interesting that it's a full moon in Aries, and this week is a new moon in Aries. So I definitely do feel a clean slate coming very quickly. If not a clean slate, then almost kind of a new breath of fresh air type of start. Okay. So that being said, in your challenges, you have the Six of Swords. You also have the Page of Cups. And the Six of Swords is, especially in a challenging position, it feels like there are issues with moving on, and there are issues in the emotional realm, because with the Page of Cups, you're wanting something more. And the challenge here is that you don't have enough. And with the Six of Swords, you are moving forward into some new phase or whatever, but it's almost like you're having trouble moving forward. You're having trouble putting your attention on something else because you're wanting more. And what's going to make your life easier is exploring your options with the Knight of Cups. I don't know, this could be in any realm of life. This could be with job. This could be with finances. This could be with romance. This could be with career, friends, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. I mean, I said career and job like twice. So, I mean, maybe that's it for some of you. But that's kind of the example that Spirit is using with me. Like, there's some dissatisfaction with something, or wanting more, or clearly needing more. And you kind of recognizing that. And Spirit wants you to embrace this Knight of Cups energy and go out looking for something, looking for emotional satisfaction. I'm not sure if you 100% know the exact needs that need to be met with you, but I feel like the Knight of Cups is a very exploratory card. He does traverse the land looking for something, and whatever is going to fill up that cup is something that he's willing to go out and put his heart on the line. He wears a heart on his sleeve and goes out to explore. We also have here, interestingly enough, what's also going to make your life easier, or the way forward. You have the Nine of Swords here, and you have the Four of Cups. And the Nine of Swords here to me says that there are a lot of fears involved. Spirit just said there's a lot of nonsense playing. So things that are occurring around you, but they don't want you to pay attention to. That's not where your focus should be. I'm just really getting the sense or the vibe that it's just not something that it's something that it can play on repeat again and again. Something that could cause you to worry, something that could, I don't know if it's like hurting your feelings, or something that could strike fear into your heart, which actually often happens. I'm not surprised to see the Nine of Swords up here with the Knight of Cups, just because in matters of the heart, when we are going out and seeking for something that we want, there is fear present usually. But it's a lot of nonsense playing in terms of, like, maybe you're hearing some type of fear from other people, or maybe you're hearing doubts from other people. There's something here that you're hearing from either others or the outside world, or maybe it's your own thoughts coming back at you, maybe resurfacing again and saying like, but you remember last time. It's just a bunch of nonsense playing, so just be wary of that same kind of nonsense echoing in your head. The Four of Cups here says that you have a variety of choices, but you're kind of I just heard Spirit say you're kind of at a stalemate, or you're kind of in a stagnation where you may come into a time where like that indecision could cause you to not make a choice. And it's very I hear that you're being picky and choosy, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but the thing is, like, when you're Spirit is saying it's worth it to make a choice, because the thing is, the Knight of Cups is going to go out and he's going to experience things. But the problem is that when you need to actually experience them and say yes to things, not just kind of sit and ponder on your options and sit on your choices and say like, no, but that's not quite right and I know it. Spirit is saying, like, take chances and take risks. And again, you have to sit with your intuition and assess whether this is something that, like, in your situation, and like find comfort. I just heard find comfort in the divine, especially Aries, because you are in an awakening period this week. Especially like, holy cow, with your new moon in Aries, like, it's your sign. Y'all get it. Get that new, like, manifestation, whatever it is. Get your spells, get your rituals out. Do what you got to do for this cycle. But I really do feel like, even though this is, like, the way forward, and these things present, like, if you don't have fears coming up, fucking grand. Excuse my French, I'm sorry, but it's freaking grand. Like, that's awesome, If you have, like, trouble with, like, doubts, or, like, facing, like, any type of, like, if you're not facing those types of energies, definitely, like, breeze past it. Joyfully embrace the Knight of Cups energy. Just watch that you're not being too impulsive and that you're actually considering the decisions, is what I have to say to that. You have the Six of Wands here also for the way forward, or what's going to make your life easier. So the way forward does feel like you are going to ultimately take charge. So even with the, like, it's the fact that these cards are cushioned by the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands here, like, the fact that the Nine of Swords and the Four of Cups don't really feel like they are that big of a deal. Like, not that big of a deal. It's just another element to the equation. And what you have to look forward to is that you're going to take charge and move forward. And Spirit is very excited. They're like, oh my gosh. And, like, I don't know. I'm very excited for you. This seems to be a very important time for you. And I don't know. I can't wait to see what else is in store for you for later. But any lasting messages that I have for you will be found with the angel dice that I'm about to roll for you now. So is there anything else, angels, that we can leave with Aries today for the week of the 20th to the 29th, the 20th to the 26th of March? 391. Where is this? Your commitment to growth is recognized throughout the cosmos. Thank you for your dedication to the light. One more time. Your commitment to growth is recognized throughout the cosmos. Thank you for your dedication to the light. Oh, okay. Well, Aries, thank you so much for joining me. If this resonated with you, again, go ahead, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if it resonates with you. And yeah, definitely keep an eye out for future content and for updates on my Patreon. I hope that this new moon treats you well and that you can manifest all that you want for your life. Yeah, I'm very excited for you. So I love you.